Alright, hello and welcome. This is Mistydolphin, Batmore, Rise of the Ronin. So let's get back into it.
Hey! Ah, perfect timing. Katsu says dinner is on him. He wants to thank us for all the work we've done. And to be honest, I still have a lot of questions for him. Well, care to join us? Excellent. Let's be on our way then.
Ah, you're here.
So, where are we off to, Katsu? I'm looking forward to this.
I'm afraid my invitation was merely a pretext to ask another favor of you. Mind if we discuss the matter over our meal? Thanks. You can be sure I'll pay you back for this. Everyone good with my usual haunt? Busy as we've been, I haven't eaten there in a while. At long last, the Shogunate fleet's taking shape. Even the crew's beginning to look the part. The hardest part's yet to come, though. I'll be counting on your help in the days ahead. There's no shortage of those who say the Shogunate can't be trusted. Hence all these divine punishments. Have you heard? People are taking it upon themselves to punish those who deal with foreigners. Damn fools. They ought to try sinking the black ships that started it all.
Ryoma, what are all of you doing here?
Izo? Ah, I didn't realize you were on duty today.
By your confusion, I'll take it you're out of the loop. On Ryoma's recommendation, I've hired Izo as my bodyguard. Speaking of which, where the hell have you been? Well, now that you're here, you can come along for a meal with us.
Well, what do you think, Izo? Katsu has real vision, doesn't he? Bet he taught you a thing or two.
Indeed, he's a great man. You know, he didn't come from money, had no pedigree, but you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone with a mind as shrewd or judgment as keen. And yet he treats everyone as his equal. Even the lowly people like me. I can't help but feel that if he were to take the reins, the Shogunate would regain its former glory.
What? Have you lost your mind?
Ryoma, you must help me. Katsu must die, and we must do the deed right now. If Yoda gets me, I'll kill you too. The only way to save our country is to bring down the Shogunate. What am I doing?
Why are you doing this, Izo? I thought getting to know Katsu would finally open your eyes.
Your method would get us nowhere. It's a waste of time. My way is the only way. legacy and trampled all over it. You'd better pray we don't meet again. Shogunate dogs.
There he goes. Ryoma, for better or worse, Izo sees things in black and white. He's beyond my help. He's convinced that because some officials are responsible for the people's suffering, simply killing the right men in power will fix everything.
So, nothing's changed since we were in Yokohama.
I had a feeling Izo was going to turn on me before long. I had thought Ryoma was the only one who could reach him. That's exactly why. I hope you don't think too badly of me for it. Sorry, let's do dinner another day. And I really am going to make this up to you.
Izo's got Master Shoin's teachings all wrong. I thought maybe if he talked to Katsu, he'd quickly realize his mistake. Talking to you always makes me feel better. But I just can't look the other way. It's clear we have to do something about Izo. Far too much blood will be spilled if we leave him be. Ah, it's you.
Hey! You there! Lend me a hand, will you? Sorry for stopping you like that. I promise it's for a good reason. You see, there is this local herbalist who wants to turn himself into a mummy. And he'd like someone to gather materials in his stead. What do you say? A simple job for a mighty warrior like yourself, no? Heavens! I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? The name's Yoshizo Sudo. I'm just your average informed citizen. I love to write down whatever I see and hear. Perhaps you've heard of me? I've got a book series out called the Fujiyokaya Diary. In any case, there is all sorts of things required for mummification. Think you can get them for my herbalist friend? Huh? It's funny, but he said something about wanting to prove his research. He certainly is an odd fellow, that one. Oh, Oh, wonderful! I knew you'd be willing to help. It's like they say, you can always rely on the kindness of strangers. And before I forget, I've written down the materials here on this paper. In the meantime, I'll ask the herbalist for more details.
Oh.
Please don't kill me! Somebody help me! Thank you. I deal in rare goods, you see, and those guys nearly robbed me of all my stock. But you saved my life, so please take anything you want. Well, maybe not take, but I'm sure I have something you'll want.
What will it be? Is there anything else? Please come again.
Hey!
Sure hope you said your prayers. Scholars always needing to learn the hard This ain't none of your business.
I described you. I never expected you to be so strong.
Where there is life, there is hope, huh? You really came in the nick of time. But what rotten luck, huh? Our getting jumped like that. Them? Of course not. I've never seen them before in my life. They must have mistaken me for somebody else. In any case, I knew that you were strong, but you've surpassed my expectations. Clearly, my eyes did not deceive me. But where are my manners? This is my herbalist friend I was telling you about.
Did you bring me the persimmons and salt I asked for? Thank you. I know it's not much, but please accept this as payment. Persimmon seeds actually help to prevent flesh from rotting, you see. I guess I will soon be proof of that. Indeed. Which reminds me, Sudo, you may write about it in your diary. And tell your future readers to dig me up someday.
Certainly, certainly. I'll definitely include that. And let me thank you also for your hard work. As bread always falls butter side down, you can be sure we'll meet again.
You there! Over here! Over here! Hey, you're Ronin, right? How would you like to do some work for me? It's nothing difficult. Just a little errand, really. You see, there's a rumor that folk around here are being spirited away by the gods. While I've never been one to believe in such mystical happenings, the fact is a number of people have gone missing. My hunch tells me something is suspicious with a nearby village. What I want you to do is go there and investigate. For a Ronin, you're pretty easy to deal with. You can rest assured I'll make it worth your trouble. Now then, the village in question lies that way. Find out whatever you can about the disappearances. I'm counting on you.
What did you do with the fellow from the other day?
Oh, you know. Put them in the temple storehouse.
You've seen too much. I can't let you leave!
No, no, no.
Hey, how did things go in the village? You can take photographs? I'm impressed. With this, even the commissioner would be compelled to get off his rear. I thought something was amiss, but to think that the whole village was involved. One wrong step, and I might have been spirited away myself. Well, now that the mystery is solved, we can lay the victims to rest. I'm sorry I looked down on you for being a Ronin at first. Indeed, I'm glad I asked you for help. Thanks for everything.
Ah, it's you. Ah, there you are. Ah, about that. I used to come here all the time, you know. But the last time I came, things didn't quite go as planned. If only it were something like that. What I'm saying is I can't face going in there today. Why don't we take care of something else first? Ah, all right, all right. Anything to help forge a new Japan. probably find Hachiro at the dojo around this time of day.
Been a while, Ryoma.
True. It's good to see you again. I've come to ask a favor, actually. In order to change this country of ours, I'm trying to work out how to reform the shogunate. And I need the help of skilled swordsmen like you to do it.
Reform the shogunate, eh? That's certainly a lot to chew on. Give me some time to consider it, will you? Incidentally, the demon belle of Chiba wants to see you. Don't keep her waiting.
Oh, Ryoma!
Oh,
I had hoped to see you.
No.
You've finally come back to propose, haven't you?
Good to see you too, Lady Sana, but I'm sorry. I'm just too busy to be thinking about things like that right now.
Oh? Are you trying to weasel out of your promise? Well, if you're intent on denying me that, then fight me instead!
Okay. But you know how I've never been able to stop myself from going easy on you. Well, my friend here is just as strong as me. Why don't you fight them instead?
A lover's quarrel?
Fight them, you say? I have my doubts, but if it will finally make you deliver on your promise, I consent. Just what I'd expect from a friend of Ryoma's. Another silver-tongued charmer.
Well, I'd love to stay and watch, but I think you need some privacy.
Come. Let's fight! Your opponent is Sanna Chiba, niece of Shusaku. On your guard. It seems Ryoma spoke true. You are as strong as him.
Lady Sana, I'm afraid you can't win this one.
If you think I'm still a little girl, you're quite mistaken.
Enough, Lady Sana. Please, give up.
I'm not done yet. I'll never give up on you, Ryoma.
Lady-sama! Okay, thanks. You really helped me out.
Hey, that was some fine work. If you're looking for Ryoma and Lady Sana, they ran off somewhere. But I'd leave them be for now. Besides, you said something about wanting my help to reform the shogunate, right? Very well. Beat me, and I'll lend a hand. Please, don't hold back. Give me everything you've got. I can see why Ryoma defends. Seems I don't need to hold back. I didn't expect you to push me so hard. This isn't looking good. All right, you win. Samurai are men of their word. I'll lend you my aid. You know, you're too polite to be a friend of Ryoma's.
Hachiro, what's going on? Looks like Sana and Ryoma took off somewhere.
Master, sorry for disturbing you. I was just sparring with this visitor.
I've not seen you before. May I ask why you're here? Oh, dear me. It's time Ryoma reaped what he sowed. He's in for it now.
This is Ryoma's friend. Said they're going round looking for skilled swordsmen to try and reform the shogunate. And they're dead serious about it too. Hell, even strung out me into helping them out.
Damn. To think a master like Hachiro could lose.
But if you're after good fighters, why not head to the Odani dojo? Master Odani must be known by just about every swordsman in Edo. He's bound to be a great help. Do come back here whenever you like, though. As a friend of Ryoma, there's no need to be shy. Hey, how have you been? Are you faring well? If you'd like me to instruct you, then very well.
My victory is assured. And still you improve.
A passable demonstration. Keep at it.
You there. Have a minute? I'm sorry for bothering you, but I have a favor to ask. Won't you hear me out? I'm an instructor at another dojo, you see. And the other day, I saw one of my students cut down a stranger on the street. I confronted him and tried to mete out his punishment, but I couldn't bring myself to finish it, and he escaped. If I face my student again, I fear I'll hesitate again. I can't trust myself to stop him. Please, won't you do it in my stead? Thank you. My student has gotten a taste for blood and will keep on killing. We have no choice but to put him to death.
Is that really the only option? I mean, did you find out what reason he had? Honestly, I'm just spitballing here.
Who are you? Don't tell me he sent you. Wait! Don't kill me! My master asked you to come, didn't he? If only you'd seen how he laughed as he killed other senior disciples. He must know that I saw him. And now he intends to kill me too. But I cannot die until I have avenged my brothers!
That dirty little... Oh, he's gonna get his. Old man, you have some explaining to do.
Ah, you're back. Safe and sound. You've done it then. Tended to my student. What are you talking about? Did you deal with my student or didn't you? So you did! So you did! Do you have proof of the deed, by any chance? It would set my mind at ease if there was something I could see. You've heard everything from him, it seems. Why? Oh, why couldn't you just do the deed? Fine. I'll just kill him myself. It's more enjoyable that way, and I'll become stronger for it. But first things first, I'll amuse myself by killing you. You know too much for me to let you live. More lives. I must take more lives.
Who are you? And what are you doing at our dojo? In that case, well... The master isn't here right now. He's actually... You know, our dojo welcomes competition from other sword styles. Why don't we continue this conversation after some sparring?
Alright. I'm always for a good sword fight.
Well
Spar or
said.
not.
Just you try to get the better of Toranosuke Shimada. To study the soul, one must first study the mind. Now let us see how well you know yourself. I see you can hold your own.
Shimada, I didn't know you had a challenger. I'll take care of this.
Of course. Anyone else?
That got the blood pumping, eh?
Enjoy your victory over the great Tanetsugu Oishi. It won't happen again. I was undefeated for decades until I lost to Master Odani. I will show that old man in the end. And I will show you too. Ha! That's what I like to hear.
Master Odani will take on any opponent. But he'd be especially pleased to fight someone of your caliber. He's out training by the riverbank, not far from here. Do go and see him.
The Sword Saint? Why am I getting final boss of Sekiro flashbacks?
I thought it was nigh time you arrived. I'm Nobutomo Odani, the man you've been looking for. I see. So, you've bested Hachiro and Toranosuke, I surmise. You have a fearsome look indeed. Humility is a virtue. Even among those who write their names in history's pages, fortune favors the humble, while arrogance invites only misfortune. Enough talk. It's time you showed me how well you handle a blade. Oh, I look forward to a display of your prowess, young one.
Anyone else have spar with me tonight?
Don't be shy.
really need to start working at finishing this faster because, well, there's some big games coming out in the next few months. I really need to start making room. And in fact, there's one coming out in less than 2 weeks.
I should put up a proper fight, lest I end up in the infirmary.
I mean, I already have a spot open since I beat a Hollow Knight, or at least not the true ending for it. At least I'm still working on the side stuff, but there's I'm still working on the side stuff. But I'll upload those as separate videos.
Good grief. It sure ain't easy being old. Oh, you win, you win. Your talent appears to be the real deal. Oh, you're a sharp one. Not many would have noticed that. The truth is, I've already begun my service to the shogunate at Kaishu's request, as an instructor to any swordsmen he can gather. Well, I can hardly refuse my cousin, can I? I planned to turn him down as I didn't want to neglect my dojo. But the chance to train someone like you, how could I say no? I suppose I'll be giving my all to this new role. No need to thank me. Well, in any case, I'll do what I can. Rest assured, you are in safe hands now.
I like him.
Looking for me? Good day. I did a fine job of embarrassing myself last time, didn't I? I've intensified my training regimen now. I won't lose next time.
Sana's always been like that when it comes to swordsmanship. She gets so engrossed in practicing, she's up all hours, missing meals, the whole hog.
I take my training seriously. What's wrong with that? If I want to wed Ryoma one day, I'll need to do my utmost in preparation.
She's not one to back down from her words either. I'm just worried she'll hurt herself one day, working so hard.
I don't quite follow. What is it you think I should do? Yoshiwara? I suppose the geisha are rich in experience. Perhaps I could gain some insight into the workings of dear Ryoma's heart. Please, you have to take me to Yoshiwara. I need to speak to someone versed in romance.
I'm unsure how I feel about my darling niece being taken to Yoshiwara. But perhaps it's an opportunity for her to see the world a little.
Yes! Now I have my uncle's blessing. You'll really take me to Yoshiwara, won't you? Thank you! Then we can meet once we're both ready. Ryoma.
Lady Sana, I didn't expect to see you here.
What a surprise. Considering you haven't come to visit since last time, I'd assumed you were busy. But you were carrying on with someone else. Would you care to explain yourself?
Hey! What on earth is going on? Why is Lady Sana here in Yoshiwara? What's that supposed to mean? That's right, I do, yeah, you get it. At any rate, I should be leaving. See you later.
But we haven't seen each other in so long.
Would you please refrain from further censure of that gentleman? I merely asked him to help me find my cats.
Your cats? Oh, is that all? Silly me, jumping to conclusions. In that case, why don't I take Ryoma's place in finding your pets for you? In exchange, will you instruct me in the ways of romance?
Oh, if you are looking for advice on love, I would be delighted to help. Well then, just bring me all the cats in Yoshiwara. I eagerly await your return.
All right, let's be nice and quick about this. Between the two of us, it shouldn't take long.
Oh, great!
On our way then.
Oh, good. At least they marked the locations. That would have been way more annoying if they didn't.
adorable. But one day, it'll up and disappear, and completely forget where it came from. Just like Ryoma. I feel as though Ryoma has matured. Not only in his appearance, but in deeper ways too. When we used to train together, I was drawn to his honest gaze. But that gaze is set far away now. Far away from me. Come, let's head back to Miss Usuguma. You brutes! I won't let you harm a hair onto her head.
This is none of your business! Get lost! I don't care if you're tough. Stay out of my love life!
Thank you very much. Not only did you find my cats, but you helped me, even though you are but guests. The previous visitor's deeds betray that he has fallen for my charms. However, I remain my own person. My affections cannot be compelled. In your case, if it pains you to be apart from the one you love, you must develop the courage to let go from time to time.
But I get so worried. Ryoma lives his life as free as the wind. If I were to let go, I don't think he'd ever come back. Yes, you're right. You're exactly right. It's not like me to make such feeble excuses. I've always dreamed of marrying Ryoma and living as his wife. But I fear he dreams of other things entirely. Perhaps trying to prove to him how much I'd grown was all to avoid acknowledging the ways in which Ryoma himself had grown. No more cowardly conduct. No more fear of change. I have to face him for who he is right now.
What a fine expression you wear. I look forward to seeing what becomes of you both when fate has taken its course.
you. I understand you work for Katsu now. That being the case, there's a duty I would have you perform. As a servant of the shogunate, Katsu is my subordinate. As his subordinate, that makes you my subordinate by extension. The duty in question is the protection of the shogunate vassals. Following the purge, resentment towards the shogunate has continued to grow. And of late, I've been feeling uneasy. Without definite proof of a threat, however, I can't set people to work. Thus, I would turn to you for help. If you have any other questions, I'd be glad to answer them. I wish I did, but I can't say anything for certain. I'd be happy if it turns out it was all in my mind. So, will you do it? Will you protect our retainers? Wonderful. I can see why Katsu places his trust in you. If something were to happen, it would be after everyone has left the castle. You may stand by in the area till then. It appears I was right to feel uneasy. Katsu's escort has not returned. Deishu Takahashi. He's a warrior of great skill, and I like to think there's no need to worry. Still, we can't afford to lose Katsu. Not now, of all times. I will come with you. Whatever is happening, I wish to see with my own eyes. If it's dangerous, then I trust you to protect me. I have made my decision. Let's be on our way. But my dress is not suited for the rains. I'm afraid you'll have to give me a lift. Let's go. The last time I rode like this, I must have been with my stepfather. Katsu was assaulted at the fireworks display on the Sumida River. He ought to have been more careful. He is a true patriot, you know. We must protect such people at all costs. I figured there'd be bandits along the way.
Those shogunate cowards are massing together to make a stand.
unfortunate.
Cut down all those who side with the shogunate! No, not like this. Half to do this. For him!
I feared the worst for a moment there. Sorry for the hassle. You're from Satsuma, aren't you?
What if I am?
Well, well, this is quite the predicament. If she were to find out about this...
It seems the situation is under control. I'm glad both you and Takahashi are safe. As for the villain... What? Nakamura?
Princess, what are you doing here?
I should ask you that. With Lord E's death, Satsuma should have made peace with the shogunate. Yet, here you are making trouble.
With all due respect, I think that's a mistake. The shogunate should not have opened up Japan. It isn't fit to rule. Mr. Saigo would surely say the same.
Imbecile! The Saigo I knew would never think of doing something so foolish as attacking Katsu. I won't listen to any more of this nonsense. You'll be dealt with later. Now be gone from my sight! Forgive me. It's just... I wasn't expecting to see a familiar face. Of late, I had been feeling that something was amiss at the residence. In hindsight, that must have been the source of my unease. The blame for this incident lies with the Satsuma. We've caused a great deal of trouble, and for that, I apologize. Indeed. I, too, enjoyed riding with you. I look forward to the opportunity to share a horse again.
So, as to what happens next. It'd cause complications with the Satsuma if we punished Nakamura. I believe it'd be best to simply pretend none of this happened.
As you say. My thanks, Katsu. I must thank you as well. Your service will not go unrewarded.
Who are you? Why are you here? I see we share the same goal. but unfortunately, now is not the time. Katsu? Ah, the Shogun's man. But look, I need to attend to my own business before we can talk. Simply chatting won't help matters. But since there's nobody else I can ask, I might as well share. Ine Kusumoto. I studied Western medicine, and I'm researching a cure for cholera here. Those suffering with the disease cannot be ignored. But I am yet to see much in the way of success. I've been trying to make medicine, but it all turned out to be poison. And a deadly one to boot. It needs to be properly sealed in a container, or poison gas will escape. The anti-shogunate folks heard about it somewhere, and came to ask me how to make it. They're up to no good, I'm certain. And they've been haranguing me in my lab ever since. All of my colleagues were terrified, and ran off. They sent me a threat this morning. They're planning an attack. But I can't just turn my back and flee. I have to protect my lab. Truly? Okay, please. That's wonderful news. They're planning to strike when the sun sets. Are you ready? The gates are blockaded, so it will take time for them to get in. Which means they'll likely approach from the rear. I'm counting on you. But please, take care of yourself. They're here. Whatever it takes. We can't let them destroy the lab.
I and a bodyguard have you. Cheek.
There are jars of poison in the garden. Throw them in the mouth.
None ready.
Be careful! to. Head over there.
Dr. Kusamoto, you must...
Please, make these people leave.
You, by the looks of it, you're not with us this time.
If you should have just been... You talk some sense into you!
Watch out! Here I go, Yamagata!
I hope you're prepared for some pain. All right, let's show them how it's done. Take a lot more than that to stop me. That's enough for today, I think. I'll be going.
Thank you so much. I am truly grateful to you. Now I can finally go back to studying cures for cholera. Could I ask another favor? Would you be so kind as to track down Dr. Narasaki? He was rounded up during the recent purge, and he's still in custody. I heard he had just come up with a concoction that eased the symptoms of cholera. I have my work cut out rebuilding this medical facility. In the meantime, I would very much like you to speak to him for me. Please do this for me. And if ever you need anything, you know where to find me.
Yeah, I think we got time for one more. Depends how long it takes.
He is to be decapitated. We just received word from the Commissioner's office.
But they said my father was about to be released. There must be some kind of mistake. You have to double check.
Even if there has been a mistake, it's too late. His execution will be carried out as planned. Now, if I've made myself understood, off with you.
Oh, didn't expect to see you here. Katsu wanted me to meet Shosaku Narasaki. He's the doctor who supposedly figured out how to cure cholera. But it sounds like they're about to take off his head. Katsu never said a thing about that. It's all very strange. That was the doctor's daughter just now. Better go see what's going on.
That girl there. Does she mean to climb the wall?
Hey, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking to break my father out of there.
Whoa, slow down. Let's not do anything reckless. We will find a way to help your father, okay? You know what we have to do, right? We're going to sneak in. Good thing you came. Couldn't pull this off without you. I've given it some thought. Why don't we kick up a fuss around here and get ourselves arrested? It'll get us inside, which is a start, at least. Pretty ingenious, wouldn't you say? Okay, let's do it. Just focus on getting locked up as soon as possible. You ready? No time like the present.
All right, let's go back to that guard. If we cause a scene right in front of him, there's no way he'll miss the chance to lock us up.
doesn't do it, nothing will. All according to plan so far. Now we just need to get out.
Okay, I lose. I surrender. I'll do anything, so please, forgive me. I'll give back everything I took, and I'll even break you out of here. Not a bad deal, right? That mulish doctor? I know he got taken to the inner grounds, but that's all I can tell you. We're square now, aren't we? Go on, off you go then.
Time for me to shine, eh?
come to rescue me?
Thanks a bunch.
Ready and running! You're mine!
You're letting me out. I'll follow you.
No.
Gotcha!
Someone there.
Hey! What do you think you're doing? To be executed? Make this quick.
Ronin. Interesting.
How can this be? You'll die before you leave these walls!
Bravo! So you're Dr. Narasaki, are you? Just sit tight for a second. You find the key? That woman is quite something.
This is madness, Odeo. What were you thinking? But I owe you my thanks. Now, what do you want? I'm sure you didn't rescue me out of purely goodwill. They locked me up, and now they want my help. Well, whatever it takes to ease people's suffering. Cholera treatment. You must mean the medical school in Kanda. There will be an uproar if I don't show up soon. I'll be off.
Wait, Ryo, right? I'm Ryoma Sakamoto. We're both Ryos. This must be a sign. Can I see you again?
A sign, you say? Maybe I'll give you a chance.
Dr. Narasaki arrived earlier. It seems you rescued him. I thank you. I appreciate all the effort you have gone to. I really must think of a way to repay you. I will. I've made a lot of preparations to that end. I'll find a treatment, whatever it takes. I heard something very important from Dr. Narasaki. The juice of the lemon can be used to treat cholera. The problem is, there isn't any of this fruit in Japan. But my father's friend, Mr. Fortune, might be able to help. I'll head now to the Koishikawa Botanical Garden to find him. Meet me there, if you're interested in helping.
Anyway, if there's not by, hope you enjoyed the video. If you feel free to subscribe button, I love time words on here. We'll put this in next week, but if you want to join me tomorrow, we'll be continuing a Life is Strange remaster, so look for that. Anyway, till then, suppose Mistydolphin sound for now. Take a good night.